Sorry about the 10 minutes of silence. There's been so many people watching my videos lately that, I know that a lot of them are just people that fucking hate me. And, yeah, I figured 10 minutes of silence would be good for them. I don't really know what this is about. I really don't want to talk about Honda and Matt and all that shit. Other than to say, I don't think I'll ever talk to those guys again, more than likely. If you enjoy my current show, good. If you want to go see me fucking get tortured by Honda again, no, I'm not really into that. Sorry that I even fucking floated the idea of talking to them again, really. But to be honest, kind of been in a lot of pain and kind of fucked up, and yeah. In reality, I don't think they have anything to say to me, really. Like, we're not going to make amends. I'm not going to go be their best buddy again. We're done. As such, this is my video diary. You guys can choose to fucking keep, watching it and fucking being all pissy about it, or you can choose to just move on. I'm going to be doing this to the end of time, more than likely. I don't know. Maybe I should go fucking make amends with them or whatever, but I really don't care to. To be honest, I think I just really enjoy fucking making horrible videos that I know they're going to see. That's all it is. I don't have more than that left anymore. Well, let's talk about the PlayStation. Got it? That's in the other bag. I got these bags from USNER and I use them to keep stuff in. And basically, they're like my purse bags. You just throw them in there. And this one at the moment is getting used for the PSP because I don't have a case for it. I really want a better case for it than a fucking purse bag, but for now, it's pretty bitchin'. All right. It's not the perfect gaming system, but it is probably the best off-grid portable one for cheap. Like, the next best thing other than this is that's a hard call, right? I'm going to say the Steam Deck because it's the most modern choice and it's kind of built to be independent also, but it has a rechargeable battery that I don't think that you can replace. It's a much more modern device. This device comes from an era where the right to repair was a bigger deal, I guess, and Sony is a better company than what's making shit. I don't know. I'm curious to see what Sony's new handheld is. They're releasing the new PSP. I'm probably going to save up and buy one of those because usually PlayStation portables are not that expensive. Sony's whole thing is we make the games and the memory sticks expensive as fuck to sell you these at reduced price, basically. Because I guarantee you that when this was made, you guys get to see yourselves. I guarantee you when it was made, it did not cost the I think it was 130 bucks, something like that I paid for my original one. I guarantee you that this thing was closer to the cost of an iPhone. But because it's Sony and they know that they're going to sell a billion freaking game discs at $60 a pop when they're worth nothing. You know, it's a business model. You're taking an upfront loss on these to make money on the games, and that's where we, as the public who will only play a limited number of games, win. Because, like, if you're going to play every game that comes out, you should not game this way. However, if you're only going to game 10 games, and you know what 10 games you're going to game, and you might occasionally add a couple, but you're pretty well set. If that describes you, then I like console gaming still, And on the portable shit, I think it has advantages because all of like the stuff that's not the Steam Deck is like made in China and made by who knows, and it's all made to like play hacked retro games and shit, and like at least everything I could find that I was interested in. There's like the Logitech thing that is for Xbox, which would be perfect, except that it is completely dependent on the internet. It's a netbook essentially. That's why I like this. This thing is the opposite of like, streaming. It's using a physical media, and I think you're going to see a return to physical media of some sort. I think people have already seen the shenanigans being played with digital media, where like, oh, well, now you can't find it if you do own it, and now you have to buy it again, and oh, now we deleted it from your account, and like there's weird shit going on with some of it. Not to mention the fact that, like, let's say right now I wanted to watch Red Dawn. I search Red Dawn on my fucking Amazon thing. Does it come up with the copy of Red Dawn that I have purchased? Does it come up with Red Dawn for free on Netflix? Does it come up with Red Dawn for free on YouTube? Wherever it is. No. It comes up with Amazon. Sell me a fucking copy of Red Dawn for $15.99 or whatever it is. That's a problem. Like, I see this everywhere in tech. Like, they're just trying to drain your fucking money. That's all it is. And, like, they're just counting on you, like, liking the toys too much to walk away. And I guess that's where I have it made, because, like, I don't really care for computers. I like this thing because it does about a billion things. This thing I'm talking to you on is like a magic pocket brick that, if I showed this to Merlin, he would be amazed. Maybe not. Maybe he had one. Fucking time travelers. We can get into that. At least for a first gaming thing, I'm happy I bought a PSP. I'd recommend it, like, for now. It is literally the cheapest thing you could get into. You can go on eBay and buy a used one for like $100. Clean it up a little bit. I don't know. I would look around and find one in good shape and just buy that, because I'm not really a person that is going to go through a PSP and take it all apart and whatever. I used to be. It's just, the juice isn't worth the squeeze for me. I wanted the exact one I had, which was a, silver PSP 3000 Gran Turismo edition. And I bought this one because it was significantly cheaper than all of the other Gran Turismo edition ones. Didn't have any of the proof that came with it, really, but it had everything that I wanted out of the box. It had the game, it had the console, and it had the charging cord. And this is identical to what I had. Like, the shit that I had wasn't all of the fucking packaging and whatever. I threw all that shit away. I want what I had back, basically. And, like, I don't care about a goddamn box. I don't understand the fucking rationale that, like, oh my god, the box is worth so much. No, it being brand fucking new is worth so much. The box ain't worth shit. My opinion. This thing is not brand new. It was lightly used, little loved. It has a couple of scrapes and scuffs. But, you know, mine was worse than this. Oh, I don't know what my next prep is going to be, but keep thinking about that. I really need to go get my fucking ammo back. And I really need to do the fucking roof rack. There's other shit that I need to do too. I decided to do the PSP now because I saw that one that was so much cheaper than all the rest of them. That was the exact thing I wanted. So that's, you know, we keep doing shit like that because there's like, oh, I found this thing that I want. If I don't do it this week, it won't be there next week. I need to just knuckle down and get some fucking shit done. There's like, I think the car shit is going to be important. You know, look around you right now. If it's anything like Tulsa, most of the cars around here are starting to have roof racks put on them. And like cargo carriers and shit. People are getting ready to take road trips, you know, out into the boonies loaded for bear. I think, you know, it's one thing to see like a Jeep rigged out that way. That's just kind of how they are. It's another thing to see a sedan with a roof rack on it. And I'm seeing a lot of sedans with roof racks on them now. And I'm seeing kind of a lot of ghetto minivans that are like, I saw a minivan that had 2 solar panels on it the other day. Saw a minivan that was painted black and white like battleship camo. Like, I really want to go find that motherfucker and like do a video with him with our 2 vans. Because like, that's just badass. Only half his is painted though. I've been drawing a lot. I did a video on my sketches. I don't know if you guys watched that or not, but I did more on this one. Put a UFO in it. And then we have the U.S. Air Force landing aliens on some house. Not done yet. I'm blacking in some of those lines, and I'm not sure what else that's going to get. It needs more black. Random, you know, art tangent. Yeah, the ammo is loaned to my uncle, basically. So I'm not really worried about that. And I'll go get it back. I'm either going to do that this next week or in a couple of weeks. I don't know which. I don't think it really matters which I get first, the roof rack or the ammo. But I might, I don't know, I keep thinking about ordering like a fucking knife first. And like, I shouldn't. I like knives though. And like, there's a balisong I want. And like, what if the world ends and I don't have my balisong? Like, there are these considerations to be made too. I don't know. I really have to pee. So I'm going to stop this and start a new one. I'll see you guys later.